As some of you may know, I do the Twitter, the WDI Twitter. And we have now 13,600 followers, which is a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal. We're not as popular as, J.K. Rowling, but yeah, we're rolling along. And so I picked out from this last week just some of the things that caught my eye. Twitter is this space where there's some wonderful things, there's some ugly things, there's some nasty things. I try not to share too much of the nasty things because they are kind of disturbing. So this week, there was the 52nd birthday of Title IX. And Marcy Smith posted, "I took for granted when a full athletic scholarship opened doors for me to accomplish my dreams. Now I fight every day for my daughter to have the same opportunity to become an NCCA champion someday too." Okay, then there are some things that I just find just really so snarky. This woman, Jennifer, who responded to somebody saying individuals with vaginal anatomy, "I am at a loss for words. I'm a tube of toothpaste all squeezed out." I totally related to that image. Sometimes I feel like that when I look at the Twitter feed. And Vaishnavi, our video magic maker, posted there was some quote, "Not every single woman has a scary story about a man." Yes, they do. I promise you they do. I thought about this one because it's like, I don't know a woman who hasn't. And it's not that we talk about it daily, but it is just like, yeah, I mean, a scary story. It's not difficult. And this was an event, this was at, a recent Posey Parker Let Women Speak event. I think it was Brighton. And, this a horrible thing happened, which this woman posted against. When a mob chased a group of women's rights campaigners into a shop, lest they be killed by angry men, and this is how the shop responds the next day. Pathetic, absolutely pathetic. This store this place goes to the length of writing this kind of stuff on the store. I mean, no words. And WDI España, I try to repost from our sister organizations, thanked Reem Assamlem, bad pronunciation on that, because she was reading a recent report on prostitution as violence against women. She's doing some incredible work with the United Nations Human Rights Council, even though the United Nations is not doing such incredible work as regards women's sex-based rights, unfortunately, still. Then J.K. Rowling, boy, she posts the wildest, the greatest things. She usually is commenting back to somebody because she gets a lot of comments. Somebody wrote, "You're actually radicalized past the point of salvation, aren't you?" And she writes back, "I am, yes. My husband called a priest last year and found out the exorcism would cost 500 pounds. I'm not saying Neil's tight, but he chose to buy a bottle of holy water and do it himself, which is why I'm still possessed of a demon that refuses to believe that women have dicks." This is a woman that she just goes for it. She has a lot to lose, like all celebrities have. She has a lot to defend herself, but still, she has a lot to lose. So I really like what she posts and repost it myself. Then this is one of our favorite German colleagues, Rona. She wrote, she tweets regularly about insanity in Germany. Many women in Germany are not aware of what a loss of women's rights means and how fragile these rights are. It is easy to give away something you are used to and believe is secure because you don't know anything different. How true that is, how really true that is. She's a mom and has been in court battles, and it just is on the front line in Germany and on Twitter as well. Let's see. Women's Rights Network in Afghanistan commented on Angela Jones' a post. What do the Taliban and the UN and Western democracies, in quotes, have in common? Banning women from speaking up about their rights. You are wrong if you think we are any better than the Taliban. It's a slippery slope, and we are halfway down the slide. And yes, so just to make sure that we're clear that, yeah, things are ugly in Afghanistan, but let's be real about where we are in our Western countries in terms of our rights. And then Redux talks about this law that passed, AB 955. As Lierre said, California is just out to lunch. I mean, it's really ugly here on some levels in terms of the rest of the states. California lawmakers have just passed a bill that would make it illegal for schools to tell parents about their own children's sexuality or gender identity. The debate was heated, with fights breaking out during the hearing leading up to the vote. Yesterday, trans-identified male activist, Transgender Law Center Board member Ebony Harper called Adrian Adamchikova of Women Are Real a gender-critical monster while she testified against the bill. Today, Representative Corey Jackson, Democrat, attempted to physically confront Representative Bill Assaili, Republican, while he expressed concerns about the bill. AB 1955 will now be presented to Governor Gavin Newsom to be signed into law, and it's likely he will sign it. I don't get too deep into these when I read. I really just skim things because it's, as you probably know, it comes by really fast. There's a lot going on weekly, daily in Twitter. And then Feminists in Catalonia. On June 15th, the state abolitionist Congress, organized by the Platform for the Abolition of Prostitution, was held, and a large delegation of women from Feminist of Catalonia participated. Here's a small chronicle. Oops, where is my? And that's it for my presentation. But I also have two videos I would like to share. So this was posted by Rachel Wong. She's a, let's see here, CEO of Women's Forum Australia. The Victorian government's new tax-funded campaign is gaslighting in the extreme. According to this ad, women should put the feelings of men above our own instincts, comfort, safety, and be inclusive and kind to men invading our spaces. So let me play this video. This is an ad. So Lynn Hurst posted, these fabulous working class women who work as nurses in the NHS have taken out legal action against their employee, NHS Darlington. Support their fight, and please share this and let people know about what these women are going through. And I'll let them speak so you can find out.
You're coming into work, you're scanning the changing room before you start to undress. It's just uncomfortable, very uncomfortable.
It's disgraceful that nurses are ending up in tears prior to their shift. I mean, we are there to be an emotional support for our patients who are about to undergo surgery. And it's very difficult to do that if you're in a state of distress from having to change in front of a male.
We just want a safe space for us, a female-only space for us to get changed.
Now I know the trust policy, anybody can be in
Well,
there.
that's the problem.
You know, anyone can identify as female can use that changing room.
I don't want to get changed in front of a biological man, and I don't want to see him getting changed neither. It's not what I want to see when I come into work.
And we just wanted to talk about this and raise this issue so that women are aware that there may be policies in their workplace, particularly in the NHS. We want other nurses to be aware of what their transgender policy is.